Something that's important when you're wild camping, and of course if you're trying to be stealth as well, is that you get the heads up and have some defences so you can know if anyone's approaching your camp before they do. And so you'll see what I've got going on here with a motion sensor PIR. It's a wireless one that I've got as part of a wireless chiming doorbell. Now I bought these just I think on cheap website or whatever. It was like 15 bucks for a pair, and you get the PIR motion sensor and the receiver. Now usually you'd use it in your shop store or something on the front door, you know, you'd be able to get notifications someone walks in the shop. But I've done a little bit of modification, put some rubber on the back and at the top slightly fatter to give it a slight angle downwards on the tree. And I've rigged up a LineLok here, made a couple of options of line lengths on the tree depending on the diameter tree I come across. But it's pretty discreet. And so if they're coming through here, I've got two of these, you see, one each side, and they give a slightly different sound depending on which one gets triggered. Now the way I've mounted this, you see, is that it's kind of like a cinch point. You can manipulate the way people walk through woodland by putting obstacles in the way, and you can funnel them in a certain direction. And I've kind of done that inadvertently here. This PIR, there's the camp there. I know, it's so hidden, but the camp's there. But I'm going to know even here if somebody's approaching, yeah? I can hear it barking away. Now what I've done, because I've got two of these, I've got one in that's playing a dog sound, barking, on the receiver. So the receiver is here, you can see. This is what the receiver looks like. Just takes 3 AA batteries. I've stuck the little mount on the back here so I can hang it on my shelter with an antenna, right? So that's all it is, and that sits there, and obviously it's going to give me the heads up if anyone's approaching my camp while I'm asleep, or, you know, while I'm doing whatever, because I mean my camp's there, right? So I'm going to hear it big time. And the other one I've got is out this side. So if we come out here, the second one, which is actually a bird chirping sound, which I've just set off, I can't even see it, is there. This gives a bird chirp sound. So this one's on this tree, slightly higher up, look. Same situation, there's these little slits here which just were asking to have cub cord, some thin cord put round and on the tree. And I've done the same thing there with a bit of rubber padding, so it makes it nice and grippy. And as you just saw, that picked me up from a way away. So the only way to reach camp from here would be to pass past the PIR motion sensor to get to the camp, yeah? So in the same way as I did the other end, there's only really 2 ways to get to my camp, either from up there or from there. There's no real other way of getting here. There's not really anything going on back there. It's not gonna happen. So by having my perimeter defences like that, while I'm in my camp, or if I'm sleeping or anything like that, I'm going to be alerted straight away if somebody's approaching. And there's lots of badgers around here. They didn't seem to set it off. Every time I walk past, it did. And what I've done as well strategically is the motion sensor that's out that side is a dog barking, and the motion sensor I've got out that side is birds chirping. So I can differentiate between which side they're coming in. And the noises themselves, you know, rather than being an alarm, a man-made alarm sound, which is going to draw attention from other people who hear it, is slightly more disguised. There's either that, or you've got happy Christmas, or happy birthday tunes and various doorbell sounds. So that's what I've run with that. Very simple, very cheap perimeter security. Wireless motion sensors securing my stealth camp while we're wild camping out in the British woodlands.